Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of the Red Devils Corner Kick Podcast, a fan podcast dedicated to Manchester United Football Club. As always, like, subscribe, follow, whether you're listening to on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or YouTube. Don't forget to hit a follow, whether it's in social media, whether it's on Instagram, TikTok, or X. I hope everyone has been enjoying their week. It is Friday. We have a match tomorrow against Tottenham. Women's squad are playing against Leicester City. So women are at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in Canada. Men are playing at 7:30 a.m. So if you're going to be multitasking like myself, I hope you enjoy watching both matches around the same time. So tonight's episode is going to be about the Tottenham match. We did discuss the match for Leicester City yesterday. If you want to go follow that on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify, don't forget to hit a like, subscribe, or a comment on that. Before we begin, today is February the 6th. As you know, today was the 60th anniversary of the Munich disaster, claiming 23 lives from the accident. The players, crew members, journalists lost their lives in the accident. Today, the city of Manchester was honoring those who did lose their lives. It is a tragedy. If you're ever in Manchester and you do the tour, I recommend doing the museum tour, the display there about what had happened, about those who have survived, those who are no longer with us. It is remarkable to see. I did post some of the photos on my Instagram today talking about that. But today is an important day. Today is an important day where the whole of Manchester comes out and pays their respects. It is a devastating time for Manchester United. If you ever want to watch a film, I highly recommend to watch the movie United with David Tennant, Douglas Scott. It basically talks about everything leading up to the crash and to what United was after, trying to rebuild, getting things back to the club. Matt Busby, who read his last rites twice, coming back, managing. It is a remarkable movie, and I do recommend to watch it. It is a great movie to watch. But let's. I know. It is a tough day. But I am going to be moving on to the podcast, to the preview now. But again, if you ever are doing the tour, preparing yourself or waiting for the tour, highly recommend to check out the museum at Old Trafford. Just what they did is incredible there as well. So, okay. Tomorrow is a big game. I say that every time. It is a big game, Manchester United versus anyone. It's always an important game. Listen, it's great that we're 3-0, but your next, it's great what you did in the last three. It only matters what you do in the next game. It is. And listen, the team is playing well. I won't hide that. Players are playing well. You're seeing a little bit of a manager bounce. You're hearing spins, and I don't want to sound negative, but they are spins. But United are in a decent spot right now. We are. And United need to continue this. We need to continue battling. We're not playing in Europe. We're only one game a week. We have to make sure we're ready to go. We're ready to be prepared. Tottenham, who is not having a great Premier League season, but having a fantastic Champions League, they are playing well. They're kind of getting players back. Dominic Solanke is back playing. They've made some acquisitions. Listen, we know the history, and you know what? Tottenham has been brilliant against us in the past. Last year, we lost to them 4 times, including a League Cup, twice in Premier League, and then we lost in the European final. So I'm going to say it. Tottenham technically owns us right now. Can we rebound back? We did draw against them this season. It was a comeback. We needed a delayed header. We allowed them to come back. We did struggle. It was not that last game was not the best game that we had. Let me just pull it up here. Yeah, November 8th. And again, this is, again, what's changed is we don't have the same manager. We're going to have different players starting. But yeah, when you're looking at the game here, Embuemo scored, we're up 1-0. And then we take a look here. 2 quick ones by Tell and then Richarlison. And then we needed a Mateus de Ligt header to tie it. We gave up 2 quick goals. We did. And this was the tale of what was happening a lot. We couldn't maintain leads. And the pressure was putting on, and then they were able to score and draw. And they were in the lead. We drew, so on and so forth. We came away with a point. We were dropping points. These were the type of the games that we were dropping. This is around the time where we had just beaten Liverpool. Sunderland had a fantastic Brighton match. Just came off of a draw against, I think this was after Nottingham Forest. So here we are, where we're in the midst of rebounding ourselves. This is the type of game where we are going to be challenged. This is the type of game where we need to show what we can do. I don't care about Arsenal. I don't care about City. I don't care what we did at Fulham. Those are great little tools to have. But at the end of the day, we need to still get points. The table is still there, ladies and gentlemen. When we look at the table, that's the women's squad. Haven't closed all of what I've had. But yeah, let's look at the table here. The table here is we're sitting at 4th, but we have Chelsea, Liverpool, who are just right behind us. Brentford isn't too far. We're trying to catch up to Aston Villa and City. We're literally, we're 4 games back. Actually, yeah, we're 12 points back of Arsenal. So we're 4 games back of Arsenal. To say the least, we need to catch up on points. City, we're 6 points back, and then we have Aston Villa, and literally we need to continue on this stretch. We're not going to win every game going into the end, but we need to make sure that we're picking up points. Tottenham is sitting outside the top 10. Again, like I said, they've had an okay. They haven't had a great Premier League, but they've been great in the Champions League, to say the least. And they're going to have players there. We're going to have we're not going to walk into this game tomorrow and expect them to just bow down. We know they can play us and they can beat us. They do have acquisitions. We will see Conor Gallagher, a player that we wanted to have signed. We could have gotten him for cheap. Solanke, who he hasn't played much this season. He hasn't. He's definitely been 2 goals. Yeah, he's played 5 matches. Just taking a look here. Just taking a look at what he's done. So yeah, because he just came back January 10th. So yeah, he's played West Ham, Burnley, Manchester City. So he's played well. He scored 2 goals in a very important draw last week against Man City. Yeah, because again, how many Premier League games has he played this year? 1, 2, and they've been short. They've been small amounts. Burnley, he played Man City. Then he was gone, and then he didn't play his first game until Aston Villa, and then he started picking up the minutes. So we had, he started picking up the minutes, 70 minutes in Champions League, 90 minutes against Burnley, and then about 89 minutes. So they're having their striker back does help, and they do have players to play come back with them, but we got to be able to slow them down. We can't let them in. We can't let them take 2 quick goals. We can't. We have to make sure that we're slowing them down. We know what Tottenham is capable of. We know what they can. We know what we're capable of, and we know that we've had troubles where we've struggled in this instance. We have struggled against teams like Tottenham. We've struggled against them for the last year and a bit. We have not played well against them. We need to break the cycle. This is a game where we have to break the system and get ourselves back and rebound. We can't drop points. We can't afford to drop points with Chelsea and Liverpool in our backs. Brentford is going to be there too. So we have a lot of stuff going on for the match. Like, we have a lot of stuff that's going to needs to be done for tomorrow. So the squad needs to make sure that they're in control. They have to make sure we're not losing balls, being careless with it, managing, and taking advantage. So I'm going to be doing my preview, or I'm going to be doing my lineup preview in a moment, or my lineup prediction. Sorry, I'll be doing that in about a minute or so. But we can't be dropping stuff like this. We have to attack. We need to control their mid, we need to make sure we're setting the tone in the mid. It is going to be a challenge for they're going to be able to challenge our attack, but I think with the attack that we have, we should be able to get after it. I do believe, again, as always, I always go for the Manchester United win. I do believe we can win. The question is, can we show up? Can we not play like down tools? It's great that we've had this momentum, but can they continue on with this momentum? That's the thing. And I don't want to talk about other managers, secret meetings, whatever, players potentially going, all that stuff. I don't want to talk about any of that, because that's great. I don't care about the spins that the owners are giving, the lies, the whatever, these secret transfers. It's all, yeah. What I care is this team showing up when it needs to be happening. It's great when it's those big two, but this is the type of game, like Fulham last week, where our squad needs to step up. My lineup prediction, it's basically going to be the exact same as last week. Exactly. Delo, Maguire, Martinez, Shaw as your back four, Lamens in goal, Casemiro, Mainu, Ahmad, Bruno, Cunha, and Mbeumo. Like, very straight, simple. It should be the same. We have, like, again, we're not playing much. It's hard to do rotation when we're not playing consistently. Like, we may have a few adjustments. Like next Tuesday, we are playing West Ham. So that's a match where you're probably going to see a limitation in rotation. This is like the last short window that we've had from when we lost in the FA Cup. But this is the type of game where they need to, hey, like, we have to see depth, we have to see rotation, we have to make sure that we're not getting injured. But we are still one injury away from having an entirely different midfield. We have to make sure our attack is going. We have to control the ball, possession. If we get those opportunities in those windows to, like, take the ball and score, take it. We have to. But again, like, Lamens has been playing well. The back four has been playing well. Like, as much as a lot of people would like to have Mazraoui there and not Delo, the back four is still playing well. Let's not hide that. Like, Delo is playing decent. He's playing well. Shaw is playing well. Casemiro is playing well. What we have to do is, when we're making those subs, we can't drop off. The level drops off. We can't have that. So they need to make sure that everyone who comes on is stepping up to the next task. So it is a big game. Every game is big. We have to get into Champions League. We can't drop points. We have 14 games to go. We cannot be slipping and playing like down tools. We cannot allow the struggle to be there. So, but yeah. The game's tomorrow. I'll do my post game after that. But again, like, they have a lot that needs to be done for tomorrow. They do. They have to close it out. They have to go, as always, consistency, discipline, and finish. That is what Manchester United squad needs to do tomorrow. That is it. Like, just get into the net, play, keep the ball out. That's what it is. We have to defend. They're going to find ways. Again, there is a big difference in points between the two of us. There is, but that's not an excuse. We cannot show up to teams that have been struggling. We come down to that level and struggle with, like, we struggle with some teams that are struggling in the league. It doesn't matter who the manager is. It has been there for years. So we just need to step up. We need to have that mentality to close it out. I'm going to leave that there for today's episode. We'll be back tomorrow post game talking about Leicester versus Man United's women's squad, and as well as the men's squad versus Spurs. So you'll see those episodes out tomorrow. So keep an eye out for them. They're early games tomorrow, which means quick episodes. Boom, early episodes out. So hopefully we have another weekend, another Sunday where we have wins, which is great. So I would like to see that. So, and then we have a game Tuesday. So I'll have episodes out possibly Sunday or Monday. Because again, we have Champions League. Yeah, we have Women's Champions League next week too, and yeah, big games, lots of stuff going on. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, follow, whether it's YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify, and don't forget to follow on social media: Instagram, TikTok, or X. This is the Red Devils Corner Kick Podcast. Glory, glory, Man United.